All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep for the Texans is Tyler Ervin. That's taken it around the 40. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. Watson on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To the air yet again, Watson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10.
Hey, 52.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. Dancing to his left. Looking deep for Demarius. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Thomas the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And the Houston Texans, Charles, 3-game win streak. Remember, they started 0-3, now 3-3 after that dramatic win with a pick 6 by Jonathan Joseph over Buffalo. So all of a sudden, things looking up for them.
And how about their defense really starting to step up now? Now they got J.J. Watt back, Whitney Merciless, the addition of Tyrann Mathieu. They've really come together because Deshaun Watson struggled a little bit in this one. He's been getting hit a lot this season, had to make a lot of plays. This is the 3rd straight win for Houston where Watson has had 3 or more turnovers. That's unlikely in the NFL, so give their defense a ton of credit. But that pick 6 by Jonathan Joseph that sealed it, that's a heck of a win for the Houston Texans.
So right now, a lot of focus on that O-line and keeping Watson healthy.
Best they can do. The hard part is trying to make an O-line better during the season. You have what you have. He's going to have to play throughout the rest of the year knowing what he's dealing with, but he's got to find a way to cut down on the turnovers.
Going deep for Hop. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And some space here. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. On first down, Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Now with the play clock winding down, Vance Joseph says, let's talk this over. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here you go, boy. We got three, folks. We got three. Watch the twit.
Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out.
Down. Bring up the hot. Right, please. No.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6.
Roger. Hey, go, Roger.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yeah, we're good.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And some room to roam now. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Go, doctor. Down.
Keenum on 1st down. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Play action. It's Keenum. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now, this gives us a chance to look ahead to some big Week 7 games upcoming. New England, Chicago, that's intriguing. Carolina and Philly, you have that game. And then how about Dallas and Washington? They're a combined 6-5, but they're playing for first place in the NFC East.
And just think, Dallas and Washington fans, when they have children, the first words they teach them are, "We hate that rival team." And now they're going to get after for first place in the East. The records aren't great, but the rivalry is strong. New England, Chicago. Chicago let one get away last week against Miami, but still they have high hopes in the NFC North, and they get to test their mettle against a perennial champion, the New England Patriots. And Carolina, Philly. Carolina had a tough one in Washington last week. Philadelphia, big win last Thursday against New York, against the New York Giants in New York. That's a big, big ball game for both of them. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Quick move by Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, it's Watson. Perkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Boy, another example there of how you've just got to be fearless to go over the middle in this league.
No doubt about it. And if you want to be known as a Pro Bowl type of a receiver, if you want to get to the Hall of Fame, you're going to have to make a good number of catches in that area. And how about the hit he took from the linebacker? That's where you really make it, because a lot of times that hit is coming from behind you, from over the top by a safety. In this case, it may well come from underneath with the linebacker dropping out from the middle.
Again, it's Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Come back, come back. Tiger.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Keenum to throw on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Third and 2, Keenum. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing on first down is Keenum. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On second down, here's Keenum. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Keenum. Sutton drilling it in on the left side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Keenum. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And McManus able to put it through. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense. As they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first.
Little gain for puts him in a pretty good spot for second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Reset. Tiger.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He's going to float this over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside.
I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Keenum now on first down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team. And they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now Keenum. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On first down, Keenum. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. DJ Reader in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now in Houston, it's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Keenum going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Keenum, gotta have this one. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Keenum. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, 27 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is now 10-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans are Offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they'll go with a ground attack here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And look at this, it's a fake. $17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And they take a knee. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll running right through it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They do snap it to Keenum. He can run for it, and he will. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
He'll look to throw. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. To his knee goes Keenum, and that should be the ball game.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Images of the game of old.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long from Houston.